podcast hosted by your cinema connoisseurs. That includes myself, Shawn, that's Shawn Edwards, and my girl, Fahnia Thomas. Now, check this out. This is the only spot with I'm talking about two certified film critics in the building, offering uninhibited and jocular chats about film and television.
Hey, that's right, Shawn. Each month, we'll bring you stories from sets, tales from behind the scenes, and movie reviews, plus some TV thoughts from the latest releases. Because we got notes. So chill out, grab a snack, and vibe with us. And if you got notes, let us know. Drop them in the comments. We might read some.
Hey, welcome back, y'all. Thank you for joining us for season 2 of the We Got Notes podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about 2 TV shows. We're going to break down 0 Day and Paradise.
Now, that sounds right. 2 different TV series that are actually the same series. I'm going to apologize up front, too. My video quality is not on point this week because I'm on the construction site. We're building the Black Movie Hall of Fame, so I'm in the construction trailer. But it's all good. As long as you can see me and hear me, it works. Not
That's
the best.
all that matters.
But the commentary will be on point. 0 Day, Paradise. What are your thoughts on these 2 series? 0 Day, Netflix, Paradise, Hulu. And
they're both political thrillers.
They are.
Listen, I like both of them. They're both really good series. I was into them. I'm not going to lie. I like Paradise a little bit more than 0 Day. 0 Day takes a little bit longer to kind of get to where it needs to get. But let me give you the synopsis or the breakdown for 0 Day, which is a former president of the United States is appointed to lead an investigation into a massive 0 Day cyber attack that causes multiple deaths and disaster nationwide. Watch it for the cast. Robert De Niro, Angela Bassett. I mean, the cast is great. They deliver. Lizzy Caplan is in it. Who else is in this? Jesse. Let me look at my notes.
I like Lizzy. But you got to set it up, though. Robert De Niro is the ex-president of the United States, and Angela Bassett is the current president of the United States. I love how Hollywood, they keep trying. They're trying to give us this female president.
they keep putting it out there. Hopefully it'll stick.
That's why, it feels more and more like a fantasy these days. But they keep like, we're going to get y'all Black female president, whether y'all like it or not, because you got Angela Bassett is playing the president of the United States, and then another series, Viola Davis is the president of the United States. They keep trying. Hollywood is trying, but
listen, I'll take it. If I can only get it on my television, I will take it. It's another reason why to watch this. It's giving life. The conspiracy theorists in me, this show gives life to. I love a New York investigative whodunit landscape. I love all things New York when it comes to filming. They did a great job with the scenery.
It just took too long, though. It took too long to get to the point, though. It moves at a snail's pace. I mean, some series work like that, where things move very deliberately and slowly, and you like that slow burn, and by the time you get to the conclusion, you're very satisfied, but just seem to burn slow for no reason.
Yeah, there were many points where I was like, oh, is it because of this? Is he like, can he make stuff happen with his mind? Like, it took me a minute to get into it. I honestly stopped watching it and hopped over to Paradise because I was like, oh, I can't watch this late at night. Like, I'm going to fall asleep.
No, you cannot. That's the one thing. You have to watch 0 Day during the day. It's not for nighttime viewing. It's a cinematic sleeping pill. It will put you to sleep.
But it is good. Out. Like, the ending is cool.
It's okay.
Tell us what you didn't like.
I was fighting myself with the Robert De Niro character. I just feel like Bob. It's okay to sit this one out. It's okay to retire. Like, he felt a little. He always felt 2 beats behind. Yeah, he didn't have that. But I grew up watching Robert De Niro. Like, I grew up watching Taxi Driver. I grew up watching Godfather Part Two. I grew up watching Raging Bull. I grew up watching The Untouchables. I grew up watching Casino. I'm used to the I'm used to Robert De Niro. Yeah, he was Bob in this.
I mean, there were moments like there was a moment when he was swimming where I was just like, oh, and he came out glistening. I was like, look at him looking youthful. And then it cut to him looking, like an aged president who was stressed out, tired, trying to fight for the country, trying to
He
find out.
literally had a couple of scenes where he was walking straight like Joe Biden. Yeah, a couple of scenes where I'm like, is he going to make it from the door to the SUV? He had a couple of scenes where he was walking straight like Joe Biden. It was just, I don't know. He felt old in this to me. Like I said, he felt like Bob. He didn't feel like Robert De Niro, the Robert De Niro of my youth. He did not give me that.
Okay, what about when they were in the SUV and they were trying to get out of the house? There was a statewide, countrywide blackout, and his security is trying to get him out the house, and they're mobbed in their driveway. What about that scene? I love that scene because I was like, what do you do? I would have mowed all those people over.
Love is a very strong word. No, I did not love that. And I wanted more Angela Bassett as the president. I wanted more the Queen of Wakanda. I needed more of the Queen of Wakanda because she's good at that. She does that Queen of Wakanda thing very well. Like she does the Queen of Wakanda thing, like, okay, we're just going to switch it up. So instead of the Queen of Wakanda, you're the president of the United States. But I like that vibe that she gives. I mean, she's been giving that vibe since like Boys in the Hood. I like that Angela Bassett. I like that sort of smoldering, scolding, no, you ain't gonna mess with me type situation that she's really good at delivering. Like that's classic Angela Bassett. Nobody else can do it. That's just classic Angela Bassett. And I wanted more of that in the series, but no, it was. I found myself not ever being bored. It was entertaining enough, but it ain't Paradise.
I agree. Agreed. It's entertaining enough. Watch it for the cast. I thought that they performed well. They can't do, I mean, I don't think these actors can have a bad performance with this type of material. Like they're not, this isn't
the problem with this series is in the title. Like a 0-day event is very hard to sort of convey cinematically. You know what I mean? Like the whole cyber attack thing, who did it, why they do it. It's tough to pull off. I thought they did an okay job with it, but it ain't Paradise, but it was watchable and you can watch it on Netflix. But I'm not giving it a lot of claps. I thought it had more deficiencies than it needed to have in order for me to just be out here screaming and yelling that you need to watch it.
Okay, so on that note, how many claps are you giving 0 Day?
It's 2. Give it 2.5. Two solid claps and a little, okay. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5 clap.
Okay. I mean, the ending was good.
It's okay.
The storyline was a little too close for comfort. I'm going to give it 3 claps. I'm going to go 3 claps. I did like it. It did take until like the 3rd or 4th episode for me to be like, okay, I'm now invested. I now want to know how this is going to end.
It takes a minute. It takes a minute. It took a minute. It took a minute.
She still delivered the line with her same little twinkle in the eye, like, try it if you want to. I love those moments. So I do agree with you. Her performance was way better.
Yeah, the series has some false moments. I mean, there's a scene where, Robert De Niro's yelling at a crowd of protesters. I'm like, stop. That didn't work. But, 2.5, you give it 3. That's fair. That's fair. But let's talk about Paradise because Paradise had me in my feels. Let's give the people the breakdown of Paradise because Paradise dope. And my boy Sterling K. Brown from St. Louis, Missouri, right down the street from where I live, is the man.
He delivers, but he always delivers. He's such a good actor. Like, he's always delivering. Okay, so the premise behind Paradise, it says, set in a city-sized underground bunker in Colorado, 3 years after a doomsday event. The series follows U.S. Secret Service agent Xavier Collins as he seeks to discover the truth behind the killing of the President of the United States. As Xavier comes under suspicion for the president's death, he searches for answers about what really happened and is unsure of whom he can trust as he questions the lead to many, many shocking revelations.
Yes, Lord. Such a sophisticated soap opera with brains. It was so soapy, but it had brains. Like it was so soapy. And then look, we had Angela Bassett as the president of the United States in Zero Day. We got James Marsden as the president of the United States in Paradise. Why James Marsden cool now? He was good.
He was great.
Good. James was cool. I was like, I want to vote for this guy in real life.
Yo, he was messy. He was a drunk, but he owned it. His daddy hated him, but he owned it.
Kids hate him.
Listen, but he owned it. And he was cute. Good. And he had a black love interest. Come on.
Like he had a lot going on. It felt like for a minute though, it almost felt like Shonda Rhimes produced this. For a nanosecond, it felt very Shonda Rhimes-esque, but it's not. But no, I like Sterling K. Brown as the Secret Service agent who rises through the ranks in order to protect the president. And, they built in this backstory. He's got this like weird relationship with his dad, played by the great Glenn Turman. There's another plot line. Like he's a single dad raising two kids, and, they unveil what happens to his wife, which ultimately ends up being a major plot thread. I mean, he's trying to do his job. And, they think he's responsible for the president's murder because he did a couple of things that he shouldn't have done, so it made him a bit suspicious. And then you have the woman who's sort of like the leader of this underground bunker, where these people, they chose 25,000 people out of all the people in the United States to go live in this bunker as the world is coming to an end. And, they've created this utopian society. So this movie sort of like Truman Show meets 28 Days Later. I mean, I just thought it came together nicely, but my man, like Sterling is right in the center of this thing. And he's a great actor. They let my man, I like it. They let my man be sexy. Like they let my man be real sexy. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wait to ask you about the shower scene because he has a love interest, y'all.
Yes. I was like, all right, Sterling. Sterling been at Equinox.
Listen, you gotta prepare when you gotta be naked.
Woo! Sterling been at Equinox. Equinox, boy. That little quick Equinox commercial.
and that actress's name that he plays with in that scene, Sarah, she did great. I was like,
no, everybody holds their own. Like the entire cast is believable. You got the rival Secret Service guy, and I like the way they split up the episode so you learn about each individual main character as the series proceeds forward. I thought that storytelling technique was really unique, and it really kept me invested in the entire story, but even more invested in each individual character. So I had my feels for about 4 or 5 of the people. I was like, ooh, I'm really invested in Sterling. I'm really invested in James. I'm really invested in the lady that played the villain,
Julianne Nicholson.
Yeah, that plays the villain, Sinatra. I was even invested in the kids. Like it was really great storytelling. And look, each episode ends with a legit cliffhanger. That's hard to do. Like a legit cliffhanger, not no Beauty in Black cliffhanger like Tyler Perry be throwing out there.
We ain't even going to bring him into this conversation, no sir.
We're talking about cliffhangers. Like those, like the end of each episode of Beauty in Black is like, huh?
So anyways, let's talk about how Sterling is Darwinism personified, because he is the savior, he is the hero, he is the father, he is the husband. Like he is saving everyone.
It's a great look. It's a great role. He took advantage of it on every level. Y'all already know that Sterling K. Brown can emote that emotion. Like,
I mean, American Fiction, Waves, This Is Us. He has the resume.
No. He's got a solid resume because he had me in my feels. And please do yourself a favor. When you get to episode 7, block out all interruptions, put the phone down. If you got kids, put the kids to bed if you got some emails you need to answer, do them later. Watch episode 7, focused and dialed in. It's one of the most incredible episodes of television I've ever seen. It's great.
Ooh, okay.
It's
What makes it
great.
so great?
It's well written. It's well acted. The way it delivers the beats in the storyline, like it progresses the story forward, but it answered a lot of questions. And it's just a showcase piece for Sterling K. Brown. Like, if this dude ain't nominated for an Emmy, then I'm gonna have to be done with them too. I'm already done with the Oscars. I don't want to be done with the Emmys, but it's just a showcase. It's just a great single episode of television. It's spectacular.
Listen, I agree with you. I love the series. It's a great TV show. It
And it's already
moved a
been
lot
renewed
fast.
for season 2. It's already been renewed for season 2. I like that.
As it should, because we got to know. I mean, you guys have had plenty of time to watch this. This dropped in January, so we got to know what he needs to do to get to his wife. Okay, I need to know.
Setting up some I Am Legend moments.
Listen,
They setting up some I Am Legend moments. Like,
please do. The way he's strapped on his backpack, like what? Like I'm ready.
no,
I'm ready for the mission.
he's
Let's
ready.
go.
No, it's great. No, I like it. I that the whole, you choose 25,000 people to live in this bubble utopium, like, but there's a chance there may be some people on the outside fighting for their lives in the midst of a nuclear holocaust. I mean, it's great television. Paradise is a great series. Congrats to Hulu for that. It's great.
It is. It's a good story. I mean, it was definitely giving me some, Gilead vibes, Handmaid's Tale. I was like, nope, no, thank you. This is
I
Big
like it.
Brother on steroids, very
I like it.
Stepford Wives. I was like, where are we going with this? And I
It had
think like,
all those elements. It had all those elements, but at the center of it is this incredible black thespian from St.
yes.
Louis, Missouri.
And like you said, we
Killing
got
it.
involved with each character. There was a lot of
Yeah, I
character
like
development. And that I appreciated that from the family aspect, from the female empowered aspect, like sharing their stories and how they got to where they were keeps you invested and keeps you wanting to know more. Like, even when they talked about how they were creating this utopia, this paradise, which is not a paradise in my opinion. And that West African dude was like, they wouldn't let me bring my spices. The way I hollered and his connection with his coworker, who was, he's probably from Colorado. He was a Caucasian man, but the way that they just bonded and the way he
Yeah,
tried
it
to
has some
help
moments.
him, like those
The
little
show had some moments.
morsels.
The show had some moments. Now, is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it's the best TV series I've seen so far in 2025.
You're gonna feel something. Like even when Sterling K. Brown's character was trying to coordinate the escape for his wife, like my chest got tight. Like if you've ever been in a situation where you're like, okay, how do we fix this? How do we get out of this? If you're in a disaster, if you're in a fire and you have to have an evacuation plan, like that resonated with me. I was like, ooh,
Well,
and just the love
the thing that resonated with me was like they was choosing only 25,000 people. So the president had his staff and he was like, most of y'all ain't coming with me. And I was like, I need to level up my game because I was wondering in the back of my mind, if there's a nuclear holocaust, would I have been one of those 25,000 people in that city? And I don't think so. So I got to raise my game up so I can get in that city. Because I don't think I would have made the cut.
I'm making a cut. I'm gonna make a way now. If I had to beg, borrow, and steal,
I
we
was
getting
feeling
on the
very,
plane.
I was feeling very inadequate about that scene. I was like, okay, there's 350 million Americans. Would I have been one of the 25,000? I would
No,
have been out there like
listen.
28 days later in the wild, the nuclear wild.
I was like, you know what? I'm just calling my family. Let's just die together. Let's just die happy, either at the beach,
I would
eating.
have been out there eating elbow and foot soup.
But it makes you think, and that's why this series is really good too, because it gives you some food for thought. Like
Yes, and
even
that
when you
food
see the rich eating the rich, like that boardroom scene when all the rich people, I was just like, oh, mind them when the tables turn, they turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to watch this podcast and spread the word so we can level up. It's a great series. I like it. Like I said, is it perfect? No, but it's the best thing I've seen in 2025. You can check that out on Hulu. I've always been impressed by Sterling K. Brown. Like, I'm even more so. I'm like, he's up there, man. He's up there. Like, all
Yes,
you
he did
casting
it.
directors, all you casting directors out there, if you need to elevate your TV series and movies, man, this guy should be busy for the next few years. Because,
Well,
man,
listen, we're going to be looking forward to season 2. We cannot wait to give you our notes on that one. I can't wait to
cannot
watch
wait.
it.
Cannot wait. Cannot wait. How many claps for Paradise?
For Paradise, I'm giving 5 claps. I'm giving 5 claps because, I mean, this might be a spoiler for some of y'all, but at the end, I was like, wait, what? It was the librarian with the candlestick. Like, what? Come on.
We won't go into details, but yeah, I was kind of like, oh, okay. I would go a little twist here, a little twist there. I'm gonna go 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 claps. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. It's really well done. 4 out of 5 claps for the series overall, but I would give 5 claps to Sterling K. Brown all day. I mean, he killed this thing like all the way around, man. 360 performance from Sterling K. Brown. Love it.
Hey.
Paradise, Hulu, 0 Day, Netflix. James Marsden, cool president in Paradise. Robert De Niro, old frumpy president, ex-president in 0 Day. But we had Angela Bassett, the queen of Wakanda. She saved that whole Black Panther movie. Let us never forget that. She saved that whole entire movie. Did she not? And Ryan Coogler's my guy, but he knows. He knows. Can't wait for Sinners. I'm ready for Sinners. Spike Lee said Sinners is the best movie he's seen in 25 years.
Oh, well, I can't wait for us to give our notes. And we'll get back
ready.
to you, Mr. Lee.
I've been talking to Warner Brothers. Like, sometimes we do have a privileged lifestyle. I'm trying to get that early screening set up. I'm ready. All right, as you can see, we always got notes, and we have lots of notes, but we appreciate y'all for chilling with us, sticking with us. And if you got notes, let us know. And check back in next week for our notes on all, and I mean all, the latest releases.
Don't forget to subscribe and like the We Got Notes podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever you listen to podcasts.